Last video, we revealed how 5 everyday fruits, yes, even so-called heart-healthy ones, can silently raise your stroke risk overnight. The response? Thousands of views and hundreds of comments. People shared their stories of lightheaded mornings, unexplained brain fog, and yes, fruit bowls that came with consequences. So today, we complete the list. Because here's the truth. It's not just sugary fruits that can backfire. Some of the best fruits for heart health in seniors, low in sugar but high in acids, enzymes, or cold energy, can still strain your circulation, your sleep, and your brain. If you're over 60, your body isn't reacting like it used to. What once supported your cardiovascular health at 40 might now raise your blood pressure at night or interfere with oxygen flow to the brain at 70. This isn't about fear. It's about biology. If you care about your speech, your memory, and protecting your independence, especially as you age, stay with me. What we uncover next might explain why your mornings haven't felt quite right. Now, if you thought we covered the worst offenders in part 1, think again, because the next 5 fruits might surprise you even them. They're not sugary snacks. They don't look dangerous. In fact, some are praised for being light, refreshing, or even gut-friendly. But when you combine them with an aging liver, slower circulation, and late-night consumption, the risk becomes very real. So let's walk through them together, one by one. And as we do, I want you to ask yourself, have I had this after dinner? If the answer is yes, this could explain more than you think. 1. Green apples. They're crunchy, refreshing, and often praised in senior magazines as part of the best diet for heart disease. But after 60, even low-sugar fruits like green apples can quietly disrupt your body's overnight healing process. That sharp, tangy bite? It comes from malic acid, a natural compound that stimulates your stomach, elevates cortisol, and keeps your nervous system in alert mode. For aging hearts, this shift interferes with rest and leads to a silent rise in nighttime blood pressure, a key factor in both heart attack symptoms and stroke risk. Margaret, 73, swapped her evening cookie for a green apple, thinking it was the smarter choice. But at 4 a.m., her smartwatch buzzed. Her systolic pressure had spiked, leaving her dizzy and disoriented. If you're on blood pressure meds or managing heart health for seniors, this added stress might cancel out your medications, or worse, destabilize your vascular system while you sleep. Have you ever felt wired but tired after a nighttime snack? Drop a 1 in the comments if this sheds light on something you've experienced, or a 2 if you've ever wondered how to prevent heart attack without just taking more pills. Cherries. Cherries are often recommended for better sleep thanks to their natural melatonin. But if you're over 60, especially with a slow heartbeat or on cardiac meds, this bedtime fruit might be working against you. Melatonin slows your heart rate. For some, that's helpful. But for aging hearts already beating at a slower pace, it can trigger dangerously low nighttime rhythms, one of the early signs of heart attack or stroke in seniors. Peter, 76, struggled with sleep. He added a bowl of cherries to his nightly routine. His sleep improved, but by morning, his smartwatch recorded just 48 BPM. He stood up, felt faint, and nearly collapsed. And while cherries aren't as sugary as mangoes or grapes, they still carry enough fructose to stress a weakened liver, especially overnight, keeping your body in detox mode instead of deep repair. If you have bradycardia or take beta blockers, cherries might not be the bedtime hero you hoped for. Comment 1 if this surprised you, or 2 if you've had unexplained dizziness in the morning. 3. Cantaloupe. Cantaloupe may feel like the perfect light dessert, hydrating, refreshing, and gentle. But for seniors, especially after dinner, this fruit can quietly disrupt the body's healing rhythm. Its low fiber and high sugar content trigger glucose spikes, especially dangerous in the evening when insulin sensitivity drops. That late-night sugar rush doesn't just affect sleep, it raises stroke vulnerability by morning. Worse yet, cantaloupe is gas-forming, and when bloating builds while lying down, it creates pressure on the diaphragm and heart, causing shortness of breath or disturbed rest, especially in those with congestive heart failure. Walter, 70, thought he was making a heart-healthy choice. But night after night, he woke up with tightness in his chest. His cardiologist later suggested skipping cantaloupe after 6 p.m. If you're focused on the best fruits for heart health seniors, timing matters as much as the fruit itself. Comment 1 if you've had cantaloupe at night, or 2 if you felt breathless or wired after a light fruit snack. 4. Strawberries. Strawberries seem harmless, low in sugar, packed with antioxidants, and even considered good for heart health in seniors. But context changes everything. Many seniors don't eat strawberries plain. They're often paired with condensed milk, syrup, or whipped cream, turning a heart-friendly snack into a blood sugar roller coaster right before bed. Even on their own, strawberries are cold and slightly acidic. Eaten late, this can trigger vasoconstriction, narrowing of blood vessels in the brain, just when your body should be winding down for healing and recovery. Anna, 68, thought strawberries and cream would help her avoid dessert guilt, but by sunrise, she woke up with brain fog and pressure behind her eyes. Her doctor didn't suspect stroke, but the early signs of cerebral hypoperfusion were there. If you're managing heart health for seniors or seeking the best diet for stroke prevention, reconsider cold, acidic fruits late at night. Comment 1 if this changes your view of fruit toppings, or 2 if you've had brain fog without knowing why. 5. Pineapple. Pineapple is often seen as a clean tropical treat, refreshing, fibrous, enzyme-rich. But if you're over 60 and taking cardiovascular medications, its benefits may backfire. The key compound, bromelain, naturally thins the blood. In isolation, that sounds heart-friendly, but combined with aspirin or other blood thinners, it can tip the balance, leading to unexpected bruising, lightheadedness, or in rare cases, internal bleeding. Diana, 72, switched to a low-fat, fruit-forward diet, including pineapple at dinner. But her nosebleeds became frequent, and her INR levels spiked. Her doctor flagged a potential food medication interaction. For seniors focused on the best diet for stroke prevention or managing heart health with medications, pineapple may require limits, not because it's bad, but because it's strong. You may be eating clean, but is your fruit clean for your blood? If you're on a heart health plan and eat pineapple regularly, share with a 1. If you've had odd reactions to common fruits, share your story with a 2. Your insight could help others. It's not the fruit, it's your system's ability to handle it. After 60, the body isn't failing, it's just changing. And these changes make even healthy fruits react differently than they did in your younger years. Liver metabolism slows, especially for fructose. That means fruit sugars linger longer in your bloodstream, putting more pressure on insulin balance and brain detox pathways during sleep. Blood vessels stiffen. They're no longer elastic enough to absorb rapid changes. A sugar or enzyme spike at night can cause a small blood pressure surge, raising the risk of a mini stroke or silent clot. Neurons, your brain cells, require steady oxygen. Even a 5% drop during the night due to vasoconstriction or electrolyte imbalance can cause confusion, memory lapses, or what doctors call a transient ischemic attack, TIA. This is why heart health for seniors isn't just about avoiding salt or fat, it's about timing, digestion, and circulation. It's why some foods may seem innocent, but become risky when combined with aging biology. If you've ever woken up foggy, shaky, or confused and blamed it on getting older, you might be missing the real root cause. Let me know in the comments. 1, if this explains something you felt, or 2, if you've ever been told your labs are fine, but still feel off. You don't need to fear fruit. You just need to work with your biology. If you're over 60 and want to protect both your heart and brain, small evening habits can make a big difference. Avoid sugary or acidic fruits after 6 p.m. Your body needs time to wind down, not process fructose or fight acid-related inflammation. Late-night fruit may spike blood sugar and disrupt natural heart rate patterns during sleep. Pair fruit with healthy fats like flaxseed, coconut oil, or avocado. This combo slows digestion, flattens glucose curves, and prevents sharp insulin spikes, especially valuable for those on a diet for congestive heart failure or concerned about stroke prevention. Drink warm water after meals. Cold drinks constrict blood vessels and can thicken blood, raising stroke risk overnight. Warm water supports circulation and detox, easing your liver's job. Practice gentle routines that support parasympathetic balance. 5 minutes of belly breathing, deep diaphragmatic breath, to reduce cortisol, which directly stabilizes nighttime blood pressure. 5 to 10 minutes of light walking indoors post-dinner. Movement helps digestion, encourages venous return, and stabilizes blood flow to the brain. This is not alternative medicine. This is smart alignment with the biology of aging.